What if your daily routine is quietly working against your health? Every day, without realizing it, millions of people repeat small habits that may increase their risk of developing cancer. Not because they smoke, or live in a toxic environment, or have a family history, but simply because of things they do every single day. These habits do not look dangerous on the surface. You might think they are normal, harmless, or even healthy, but science has shown that when done often and over time, they can quietly raise your cancer risk. This video will not scare you. It will help you recognize what you are doing and why it matters. Because the first step to reducing your risk is knowing what to look out for. And you may be surprised. Some of these habits are probably part of your routine right now. Cancer is not something that suddenly appears overnight. In many cases, it grows silently in the body over years, without obvious signs. By the time symptoms show up, the disease may already be in a more serious stage. That is why early awareness is so important. We cannot control everything, but we can reduce some risks, especially the ones we repeat daily. You may think of cancer as something caused by chemicals, radiation, or inherited genes, and yes, those things matter. But studies now show that many cancers are also linked to daily lifestyle factors, like chronic inflammation, hormone imbalance, and cell damage from habits we do not even think about. For example, being inactive, eating highly processed foods, or having poor sleep routines can all increase internal stress on the body. Over time, this may damage DNA or disrupt how our cells function. That is why this video focuses on daily habits. Because prevention does not just happen in hospitals or through screenings. It happens quietly, through simple choices we make every day, sometimes without realizing it. Understanding these connections gives you more control. You do not have to live in fear. You just need to stay aware. And once you know what to look for, you can start making smarter choices, one step at a time. Habit 1: Sitting too much. Sitting for long hours might feel harmless, but it can quietly take a toll on your health. When we sit too much, especially without breaks, our blood circulation slows down. This means less oxygen and nutrients reach the cells, and waste products are not cleared out efficiently. Over time, poor circulation can lead to chronic inflammation in the body, and inflammation is a known factor in the development of many diseases, including cancer. Studies suggest that extended sitting may also disrupt hormone balance and slow down metabolism. It is not just about your posture or your back pain. Prolonged sitting affects how your body regulates insulin, processes fats, and repairs cells. When these functions are off track for long periods, the risk of certain cancers, like colon, endometrial, and even lung cancer, may increase. This habit is especially common today. Many people sit for hours while working at a desk, watching TV, scrolling on their phones, or playing video games. And even if you exercise once a day, it might not fully offset the risks of being sedentary for the rest of the time. The good news is, you do not have to become a fitness addict. Just breaking up sitting time with small movements, like standing, stretching, walking around, or using a standing desk, can already help. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You do not wait for a toothache to act. You do a little every day to prevent it. In the same way, moving a bit more today may help prevent bigger problems down the line. You cannot always avoid sitting, but you can choose not to stay still for too long. Habit 2: Sleep deprivation. Poor sleep routine. Sleep is not just about resting your body. It is a time when your brain, immune system, and cells carry out essential repairs and reset your internal clock. When you do not sleep enough, or your sleep schedule is irregular, it disrupts melatonin production. Melatonin is not just a sleep hormone. It also plays a role in regulating your circadian rhythm, reducing inflammation, and supporting immune function. Lack of sleep weakens your immunity, increases stress hormones like cortisol, and affects your ability to repair damaged cells. And if your body cannot repair damaged DNA properly, it may raise the risk of mutations that lead to cancer over time. Researchers have found links between chronic sleep deprivation and higher risks of several cancers, especially breast, prostate, and colorectal cancer. One reason is that when your sleep-wake cycle is off, your hormones can get out of balance. Insulin resistance may increase, inflammation may rise, and cell activity becomes irregular, leading to more chances for mistakes to happen inside the body. Unfortunately, poor sleep is common today. Busy schedules, late night screen time, and stress make it harder for many people to sleep deeply or consistently. But good sleep is not a luxury. It is a daily reset that your body depends on. To support your health, try to keep a regular sleep schedule. Avoid bright screens before bed, and create a calm bedtime routine. You do not need to be perfect, just consistent. Because better sleep means better protection from within. Habit 3: Eating ultra-processed foods. Ultra-processed foods are more than just convenient. They are often packed with additives, preservatives, flavor enhancers, and refined carbohydrates. These ingredients are used to extend shelf life, improve taste, and create a strong craving response. But your body does not recognize these artificial compounds as real nutrients. Instead of nourishing your cells, they can trigger inflammation and oxidative stress. Over time, this may lead to cell damage, hormone imbalance, and higher risk of chronic diseases, including cancer. Processed meats like hot dogs, sausages, and bacon contain nitrites and other compounds that have been linked to colorectal cancer. Sugary snacks and packaged baked goods can spike insulin and feed inflammation. Even some instant noodles and frozen meals are loaded with salt, oils, and chemical additives. The problem is not eating these foods once in a while. It is when they become your daily go-to, replacing fresh, whole ingredients. Studies show that diets high in ultra-processed foods are associated with increased risks of multiple cancers, including breast, stomach, and colon cancer. And unfortunately, ultra-processed foods are everywhere, quick, cheap, and aggressively marketed. The key is not to panic or feel guilty. It is about being aware of what you are eating and making gradual swaps. Instead of packaged snacks, try fruit or nuts. Instead of processed meat, try tofu, eggs, or beans. Even small changes can help reduce the long-term burden on your body. Because what you eat does not just fill your stomach, it builds or breaks your cells from the inside out. Habit 4: Alcohol intake. Even small, many people believe that a little alcohol each day is harmless, or even healthy. But science tells a different story. Even light or moderate drinking has been linked to an increased risk of several types of cancer. When you drink alcohol, your body breaks it down into acetaldehyde, a toxic substance that can damage your DNA. If that damage is not properly repaired, it can lead to mutations that increase cancer risk over time. Alcohol also increases inflammation, weakens the immune system, and affects how your body processes hormones. For example, alcohol raises estrogen levels in the body, which may explain the connection to breast cancer. It is also linked to cancers of the liver, colon, esophagus, and mouth. You might think, but I only drink socially, just 1 glass a day. But studies show that any regular alcohol intake can raise cancer risk, especially when combined with other lifestyle factors like poor sleep, stress, or a processed diet. This does not mean you have to cut out alcohol completely. But it is important to understand that moderate does not mean safe. Alcohol is not just empty calories, it is a substance that directly affects your cells and organs. If you do choose to drink, try limiting it to special occasions. Give your liver time to recover. And be mindful of your total weekly intake, not just how much you have per day. Because reducing alcohol is not just about avoiding a hangover. It is about protecting your body on a deeper level, starting with your DNA. Habit 5: Daily plastic contact with heat or food. Plastic containers and cups are everywhere in daily life. They are light, cheap, and convenient, but not all plastics are safe when used with heat, acid, or oily foods. When you microwave food in a plastic container, or pour hot drinks into a plastic cup, some plastics can release chemicals like BPA, phthalate, or microplastics. These substances are known to interfere with hormones, increase inflammation, and may damage DNA over time. Even plastics labeled microwave safe only mean the container is not likely to melt. It does not mean no chemicals will leach into your food. Small exposures may not seem like a big deal, but if you use plastic daily for hot meals, soups, teas, or leftovers, that repeated contact can quietly build up risk, especially over years. Some studies have linked long-term exposure to plastic-related chemicals with increased risks of hormone-sensitive cancers, including breast, prostate, and thyroid cancer. Children and pregnant women may be especially vulnerable to the effects. The good news is, this is one of the easiest habits to change. You do not have to throw away everything today. Just start making simple swaps. Use glass, stainless steel, or ceramic for heating food. Use bamboo, glass, or metal cups for hot drinks. Avoid putting plastic in the microwave or dishwasher. where heat and friction can release more chemicals. Your food might look the same, smell the same, and taste the same, but what is leaking into it is invisible. Small changes in your containers can lead to big changes in long-term health. Habit 6: Chronic stress without release. Stress is not just in your mind. It affects your entire body, from your immune system to your hormones to your cells. When stress becomes chronic and is not released, your body stays in a constant fight or flight state. Cortisol and adrenaline levels remain high. This can weaken immune function, slow down digestion, raise blood pressure, and increase inflammation. Over time, this biological stress response can interfere with DNA repair, disrupt hormone regulation, and create a cellular environment more prone to cancer development. Studies have shown links between chronic stress and a higher risk of several cancers, including breast, colon, and ovarian cancer. Stress does not cause cancer directly, but it can weaken your body's defense systems and increase vulnerability. And stress is not always dramatic. It can come from long work hours, financial pressure, lack of sleep, relationship tension, or even emotional isolation. Many people live with background stress every day and barely notice it anymore. That is why finding ways to release stress matters. It is not about escaping reality. It is about helping your body reset. Simple actions like taking a walk, deep breathing, talking to someone you trust, stretching, or just stepping outside for 10 minutes can help lower stress hormones. Sleep is another powerful tool for stress recovery. So is laughter, music, nature, and meaningful connection. You do not need a big retreat or expensive therapy. What your body needs is regular release. Small, consistent habits that help shift you out of survival mode and back into balance. Because stress is not just a feeling, it is a signal, and you have the power to respond. It is not about one bad day or one unhealthy habit. Cancer risk builds up over time. What you do occasionally does not matter as much as what you do repeatedly. That daily soda, that nightly stress, that weekly fast food, that constant lack of sleep, each one feels small on its own. But over years, they add up and shape your body's long-term environment. The same is true in reverse. One small healthy choice each day can start to shift your risk in the other direction. Choosing water instead of soda, getting 20 more minutes of sleep, taking 10 minutes to stretch, saying no when you are overwhelmed. You do not have to change everything at once. Just start with one small habit. Because prevention is not one big action. It is small actions, done often, that protect you over time. Which habit surprised you the most? Was it the daily plastic use? Or the quiet stress that builds up? You are not alone. Many of us do not even realize which habits we repeat. That is why awareness is powerful. Now that you know, you can start, not with everything, just one small change today. Maybe drink from glass instead of plastic. Or stretch before bed. Or go outside for 10 minutes. The goal is not perfection. The goal is direction. Your small effort today is a gift to your future self. If you found this video helpful, save it to watch again later. Take a screenshot of the 6 habits, or write them down and stick them on your fridge. Because reminders work, and small actions become real habits when they are repeated. We believe in you. Let us know in the comments. What will you start with today? If this video helped you see your habits in a new way, share it with someone you care about. One simple click can help another person protect their health. And if you want more practical tips like this, subscribe and turn on the bell. We post new videos weekly to help you stay healthy, one step at a time. You can also check out our other videos on early signs and small daily changes. They are easy to follow and backed by health science. Stay informed, stay empowered, and thank you for taking care of your health and the people you love.